Shalom friends, welcome to Daf Reaction's Yevamot 120. Yevamot only has a few pages left. So of course it decided that now was the time to bring the fun stuff. And by fun stuff, I mean true crime content. Yep, it's CSI Babylonia. So you plan on testifying that you know a man is dead. But the Mishnah has some criteria that your testimony has to meet. Firstly, you cannot identify that body unless you see its nose. This feels stereotypical, but noses are distinctive. I knows it. Next thing is that you can't say he's dead until his soul actually abandons ship. You can't say it if he's only mostly dead. And even if you saw him cut open or crucified or partially consumed by a wild animal, he could be fine. Furthermore, you can only identify the body up until 3 days after death because after that point, decomposition sets in. And you won't know who the hell it is, no matter what nose he has or had. So the sages have some thoughts and feedback for this Mishnah. Forensic expert Rabbi Yehuda ben Bava points out correctly that not everybody decomposes at the same rate. So you can't really base that 3-day guideline on that. The Gemara asks, wait, do we all think that the guy who got cut up, he's gonna make it? Well, according to Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, perhaps it would have been fine if his wound got immediately cauterized. The Gemara looks at this askance. Wait, didn't Rabbi Shimon also talk about a time when a guy was lowered by a rope into the sea, and when they pulled that rope back up, the only thing still attached was a leg? Why do we assume that that guy's dead, but not the guy who was sliced and diced? Because cauterization doesn't work underwater. But if the leg remained below the knee, it is perhaps possible that he made it. If, for example, he created a tourniquet out of an eel. And what about that wild animal feeding frenzy? Rav Yehuda said that Shmuel said, well, it's possible it was just like a hand or a foot or something. Barely a flesh wound, could be fine. Now, I personally am a little bit skeptical of this one. Sure, it might indeed be possible, but we're giving that lion or whatever a lot of credits. Like that lion is gonna stop at the ankle and say, oh, I couldn't possibly eat anything more. That would be so rude of me. Excuse my table manners. This truly fascinating discussion of different gruesome deaths continues until the end of Yevamot. It's almost like Yevamot wanted to leave us with some positive memories after all. Positive compared to the rest of Yevamot, at least.